Michele. So we're going to sit in easy pose tonight. It's really nice if you have a bolster or cushion to sit on, and either tent your fingers or put them on your bolster. Just lift your hips up a little bit and then exhale, let them come back down into seated. And then take the shoulders up over top towards the ears, palms on the thighs, and exhale the shoulders down. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, roll up, and exhale through the mouth. So find your divine line by pulling gently on your pelvic floor, navel gently into spine, and just bringing the chin back a little so the neck is in line with the shoulders. Tonight we're going to start with a mudra, a sacred hand gesture, Yoni mudra, which represents the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana, which is sort of situated between the bowls of the pelvis, below the navel. So bringing your hands together, interlace all the fingers, then release the pointer fingers, the index, and release the thumbs and join them tip to tip. So what you'll have is like a diamond shape. Your thumbs will be pointed upward and your fingers down. And then you're going to exhale and let that sit in your lap. So your forearms are resting on the upper thigh, and it's actually framing your sacral chakra. And this area is a lot about water, the element of water. It can shape our emotions. We can hold things here. But balancing it into tonight's class, we're going to bring in mind, body, and spirit in alignment. So, and gently, either looking ahead or closing your eyes, just begin practicing your Durga breath. Just holding the mudra, inhale through the nose, feel the prana rise. Exhale the apana breath, feel your tailbone coming closer to the earth, grounding your root chakra, the Muladhara. Inhale through the nose, let the breath rise. Exhale down. And just a little trick I learned, on the next inhale through the nose, smile. Notice how your nasal holes flare open and you get more oxygen. And exhale one more time down. Good. Now releasing that mudra, coming in, shaking the hands. We're going to learn the Shama Breath vritti tonight, which is uneven breath. So inhale the arms gently upward for 4 counts. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and retain the breath, pulling up on pelvic floor, navel to spine, chin in line with the neck. Now we're going to exhale for up to 8. See if you can go as long as you can up towards 8. Exhale through the nose. At the bottom, hold the breath out. Focusing at the third eye. Feel your sitting bones on the earth. Inhale up to a count of 4. At the top, retain the breath. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Pull up on the pelvic floor, navel to spine. Now exhale slowly through the nose. Try and get over 4 counts, 6 to 8 if you can. At the end, hold the breath out for 4. Last round. Inhale up slowly, 4 counts. Feel your sitting bones on the earth. Rise the top of the head towards the earth. Retain the breath. Elongate from the tailbone to the crown. Last time, exhaling down, 6 to 8 counts. At the bottom, release the hands and just shake them out like there's water and you didn't have a towel. Good job, yogis. Coming into some prana shakti breaths, just bringing the arms up into gate pose. Again, finding your divine line, pulling up on the pelvic floor, navel to spine, and bring your posture, the chin closer towards the shoulders. I'm going to inhale the arms up, splay the fingers. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, pull them down into fists. Now, if you feel you need some toxins removed, you can actually lightly touch the side of your ribs with your elbows. We're going to do this 21 times, beginning now. Inhale up, exhale through the mouth, down. Inhale up, retain the breath, pull up on the pelvic floor, navel to spine, gazing at the third eye. Exhale, release the palms to the thighs and just sit and notice the breath. Try and stabilize the breath, inhaling gently through the nose and exhaling. We're going to do Bhastrika breath in a different way today. So Bhastrika is like that bellows, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out lows, like you're blowing at your fire trying to get it going. We're going to use the arms for that. So we'll come in and out. Okay? You don't have to lean back or forward. Just take the arms out and back and let your chest move through the front and the back. Beginning now. So inhale back through the nose, exhale front through the nose, and faster. Inhale, hold the hands back, drop the tips of the fingers towards the mat, lift your chin towards the sky. Good, exhale, release. So without knowing that, you also touched your palms together, which have marmor points that are very good in Ayurvedic health science for your immune system. So bravo. So you did 2 in 1. Good work. All right, yogis, coming off your bolster, just put it off to the side, coming into a tabletop position. Just bringing your knees underneath the shoulders, underneath the hips, and your wrists under the shoulders. Widen your fingers on the mat and bring the thumb a little closer to the pointer finger. Pull the navel gently into spine, a neutral spine. And I'd like you to traction your bottom of your spine. So pull your tailbone. Think of pushing it towards your feet. And now keeping the neutral spine with the navel pulled in, do the opposite with your torso and pull your crown forward. As you do that, shoulders pull away from the ears. Excellent. Now coming into cat and cows. I want you to feel where the movement is and where it isn't. And focus your attention on where it isn't, places that should be moving and maybe aren't. So inhale, slowly bend slightly in the elbows, let the hips come up, drop the chest and the chin, gaze forward. Exhale, push away from the hands, pull that navel to spine, gaze back towards your legs. Inhale, little bend in the elbows, dropping into cow. Exhale into cat. 3 more times with your breath, focusing on those areas where you need more movement. Pull the bandhas on the inhale into cat. Release the bandhas on the cow. On the last one, come back into neutral spine and traction your tailbone towards the back. Shoulders away from the ears, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now pushing inhale and exhale, come all the way back into child's pose. Just the normal child's pose, bringing your hands out in front, the elbows off the mat. Maybe your forearms don't touch down, your elbows don't touch down. They should be off the mat at this time. The forehead might be ready to come down. It might not. Just focus on the breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling in Ujjayi breath. Inhale and exhale. Now move those hands towards the knees and flip the palms to the sky, taking the hands behind at your feet. Roll your shoulders forward and let them relax. Breathe gently here as you compress your body with the weight of the torso. 2 more breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Next, inhale, come back into that neutral position of table. And exhale forward into supported plank. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen from tailbone to crown. And now a movement vinyasa. Exhale through table to child's pose. Inhale forward, supported plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, supported plank, and hold, and just rock those hips from side to side. Inhale and bring the shoulders past the fingers, bending the elbows to the side. Exhale, come down onto the belly. Inhale into a baby cobra, press up. Exhale down. Inhale into baby cobra, exhale down, then inhale, find yourself back up in that tabletop position. Pull the navel to spine and traction, the tailbone one direction on the spine, the head the other. Bring your hands out to the corners of the mats, a little bit wider in a wide V. Tuck your toes under. Gazing forward, preparing for Anahatasana, puppy pose. Inhale and look up, and exhale as the pelvis rises. Sink your chest towards the floor. Maybe the forehead can come down. Press strongly into the palms, keeping the arms nice and straight. And then just let your chest sag towards the earth. Feel that opening across the front and the back of the chest. We're going to be using that in our plank poses today and our down dogs, that feeling of spreading across the back of the shoulders, blades from blade to blade, and a front of the chest. Then inhale, press into the hands, come back up into your tabletop position. Good job. Then tucking the toes under, lift the knees gently, and exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. First one, so pedal out those feet, walking the legs up and down, heel coming in and out. Then coming into stillness, opening the shoulders more, inhale forward into a full plank, widen across the shoulders, navel to spine, exhale, down dog. Nice and slow, inhale, forward plank, exhale, down dog. Focusing on your shoulder movement this time. Inhale, forward, exhale. Just the shoulders. Focus on that movement, what needs to move. Exhale, down dog. Now this time, inhale, come up on the toe mounds and lift your pelvis to the sky. Exhale, the heels back down, downward facing dog. Inhale, up on the toes, pelvis to the sky. Exhale, down. This time, inhale, up on the toes, and in the air, swivel the heels to the right. Drop them down to the mat, and keep pressing forward from the hands. So you're stretching your calves in a different angle. Inhale, navel to spine, come up on the toes, face the heels forward, upward over the hands. Swivel the heels to the left, and exhale, bring the heels down and push away from the hands. Downward facing dog with the heels tilted towards the left. Inhale here, come back upward, and exhale, downward facing dog. Then bending the knees lots, inhale. Take your gaze through the long center of the mat towards the hands and move or jump or walk the feet behind the hands into your first Uttanasana. Letting the belly come onto the thighs and the palms touching the earth or the fingers. Press into the big toe mound and the outside of your heel. Feel four corners of your feet engaged in Pada Bandha, the arches raising upward. Strong feet are your foundation for your yoga pose. Then stack your knees over your ankles and your hips over top of your knees. And let your head be heavy. Let your lower back release with gravity here. Then inhale, hands to shins, navel to spine, shoulders away from the ears. Again, tractioning that tailbone to the back, crown of the head to the front. 2 more times. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, fold. Now reverse your swan dive like a rag doll. Keep Pada Bandha in the feet. Let the hands come up last and the head as well. Then circle sweep your arms around to the side, over the head, and exhale them to the center of the chest and find Tadasana. Look at your toes and make sure that your feet are parallel and adjust your heels. Sometimes we have a leg that likes to spin in and out. And just rock back and forth on the feet to the pads of the forefoot to the heels, and then come into steadiness, gazing straight ahead with your dristi. This is a pose of evenness. Bow, all the weight of gravity and the body is being upheld here, including 10 pounds of head weight. Close your eyes and visualize your ankles over the earth, the bones of the ankles. Then visualize a straight line coming up inside your inseams between the two legs, straight upward. And the center line of that is your pelvis. Is your pelvis in line with your ankles? Don't look, just feel. The line continues upward. It's at the cervical spine of the neck. Is that in line with that line, or is your head leaning forward? If it is, lift your head up, pull the navel, chin in line with the neck, and that will help. The crown of the head, that's part of that line. Is it in line? And as you do that, feet, exhale and inhale the hands overhead. Extended mountain. Exhale them down towards the sides, palms forward. Interlace them overhead, interlacing the finger palms to the sky, reaching up. Keep those feet engaged in that long stacked line. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, navel to spine. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, release the hands all the way down, palms facing backward. Inhale, wrists come up to the sky. Exhale, stop sign hands. Wrists are down, fingers upward. And again, inhale, lift the wrists, let the fingers dangle. All to the sky. Exhale, let the arms come down to the sides. Good. Inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale them in front, palms touch. Inhale them to a T. Exhale them to the front. Inhale them to a T and keep them moving back as far as they can comfortably, like you're stretching your belly button to the front wall. Exhale the hands to the side. Find that long line of equilibrium. Right palm facing back in the right arm. 5 times circles. Take the hand across. Inhale up. Exhale through the mouth down. Shh. Shh. And let gravity really take your shoulder. Shh. Don't do it hard. Just let gravity pull it down. Shh. 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 Last one. Shh. That arm comes down to Samastiti. Palm of the left hand forward. Palm backward of the left hand. Same thing with the left arm. Inhale up, exhale down. 5. Shh, 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 shh. Good, find Samastiti. Good, inhale the hands overhead. Interlace the fingers, press them to the sky. Exhale and hammock the back of the head. Push the elbows back, stretch across the front of the chest. Good, exhale, release. The hands down to the side. Very good. Now inhale the hands overhead, preparing for sun cells. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest, preparing to come into Uttanasana. Inhale here and exhale, fold all the way down. Bring the palms to the earth. Inhale, hands to shins, half forward fold. Exhale, fold, right leg back, untuck the toes. Inhale, lifting up, stacking the left knee over the left ankle. Squeeze the hips together, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, fold all the way down, belly to thigh. Inhale, lift through the ribs. One more time. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift, splay those hands open. Devotional, look back just a tiny bit or up to the sky. Exhale, tumble forward, right hand to the earth. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, frame the front foot. Movement vinyasa, 3 half split. Inhale, extend the left leg, toes up. Exhale, forward, low lunge, gaze forward. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, forward. This time, stay back. Inhale, hold that pose. Extend the arms, gaze downward. Lengthen through the back of the hamstring. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the right toes under and come into a runner's lunge. Up on the fingertips if you don't have blocks, and look forward with your gaze. Coming into a movement vinyasa. Inhale, straighten the left leg, toes to the sky. Gaze towards the left knee. Inhale, exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, runners. One more time. Inhale, straighten and hold. Press away from the hands, pull the navel to spine, lengthen from the tailbone to the crown. Exhale, fold. Drop your right hand down and inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale that left arm down and turn and pivot to the right side of your mat into Prasarita Padhatanasana. Engage the big toe mound. So up on the fingertips first. Engage your big toe mound and the back of the heel. Feel your in arches rise. Padabandha in the feet. Exhale, bend the arms, crown of the head towards the earth. Inhale, straighten the arms, navel to spine, shoulders away from the ear. Exhale, let your body fold. Inhale, press and straighten, half fold. Exhale, fold. This time, stay there in a stationary position, engaging the feet in Padabandha. Just let the back of your legs, inner thigh, a little bit of your glutes stretch on their own. All you have to do is be here. Next inhale, press into the hands, turn and pivot back to the front of your mat into runner's lunge. Bring the left foot back to meet the right and find your first whole plank pose. Spread the fingers, press the heels back, navel to spine, and remember what we learned. Traction, the tailbone back, the crown of the head forward, the shoulders away from the ears, and spread across between the shoulder blades and the back of the chest. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, untuck the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Now press into the feet, the thighs, and the pubic bone, and keep those elbows sort of glued to the sides. Press into the hands gently. Use your upper back muscles. See if you're doing it. Lift your arms out to the side. Lengthen through the neck. Looking down and hold, strengthening your back extensors. Then exhale down. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Bend the knees lots on an inhale and look to your hands. And exhale, hop or walk your feet behind the hands. Find Uttanasana. Good. Take the right hand in the middle between your feet. Lift your right heel. Inhale, twist your open to the left, raising your left arm to the sky, trying to take your ribs up there and your gaze. Exhale, left hand down, drop the right heel. Take the left hand to the middle of between the feet in front, lift the left heel. Inhale, the right arm up to the sky, following with the gaze, twisting at the navel. Exhale, back down. Good job, Uttanasana. Good, and then inhale, hands to shins, half rise, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up, hands are over top. Exhale the hands to the center of the chest in Samastiti. Good job. Coming now into Surya Namaskar A's with a teaching point. So inhale the arms up overhead into Urdhva Hastasana and gaze up at your thumbs, taking the eye gaze to the sky. Now exhale, hands through Anjali, through the middle of the chest. Come all the way down. Find your forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, fold. Now bend the knees lots. Plant and root your palms down firmly. And take your chest a little bit forward as you bend at the elbows. Pull the navel to spine, pull in the bandhas, and try and float your legs back into a plank. You can also walk them back. Good. In that plank, exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga, all the way down. This time, higher cobra. Come all the way up. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then bend the knees lots, look towards the hands, walk or jump the feet forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale the hands in Tadasana at the front of the mat. Good job. So find that rocking on the feet and remember that long vertical pole that's coming down, stacking all those parts of the body, bringing your head back in line. Everything is being straight down, and the balance point is right between the 2 feet. Center of gravity. Good. Easily just lift up your left leg, feeling that gravity, and inhale the arms overhead. Good. Exhale, place that foot down and bend a little bit into a chair. Good. Inhale, lift up onto the left leg, right leg up into a stork position. And then exhale it down, bending down, staying in a chair position. Good. Inhale, straighten on the right leg and bring left knee to right knee with the foot bent behind. Keep your right hand alongside the ear. Maybe you can grab the back of your left foot and just bring the heel towards the buttocks, but keeping that straight line and the traction of your spine. I want you to lengthen, root through the standing foot and lengthen. Exhale, release, hands overhead. Exhale, bend at the knees, sit into a chair, tucking tailbone under, navel to spine. Inhale, rise onto the left leg, right leg up, bring knee to knee. Let your right hand come back. See if you can grab the ankle, pull knee to knee. Find one long line. Good, find that long line and your center of gravity between the 2 feet. Good, exhale, release, hands overhead, palms touch. Now exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the earth. Good. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold, bend the knees lots and take the left leg back, knee to the earth, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up into low lunge. Pull the navel to spine so the tailbone's tucked under, shoulders over hips. Exhale, fold forward, arms continue back. Inhale, rise, one more time. Exhale, pull that navel to spine, fold. Inhale, pull up on the bandhas as you rise. Exhale, cascade down, left hand to the mat. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, that hand down, movement vinyasa. Inhale, half splits, lift the right toes. Exhale, forward, low lunge, shining your heart forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, extend and hold, extending your fingers past the feet of the foot and taking your gaze down and lengthening through the neck, keeping a long neck and stretching from your glutes down the hamstring, down to your Achilles. Good, then inhale, coming forward, framing the front foot, tuck the left toes under into runner lunge. Drop your left hand down, inhale, navel to spine, twist open towards the right. Exhale, that hand down. Another vinyasa, straightening the front right leg, toes to the sky, gaze to the knee. Exhale, runner's lunge, shine that heart forward, dropping your left hip. Inhale, straighten the right leg, push away from the hands. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale one more time and hold with the toes upward, push away from the hands and pull the navel to spine. Holding yourself in this position. So finding stability with lightness is what we're trying to achieve in every pose. So the lightness here comes from pulling that navel to spine and floating above the feet. Exhale, drop down, turn and pivot to the right side of the mat into Prasarita Padhatanasana. Engage up on the fingers to start, big toe mound and heel. Feel 4 corners of the feet, Pada Bandha. Now exhale, bend at the elbows, let the head come down. Maybe now the forearms feel like being on the mat. Bringing both hands to either foot. Grab your big toes with either your peace finger or your thumb and forefinger. Pull gently, but keeping the Pada Bandha in the feet, elbows to the sky. And as the elbows are pulling upward, the head is down towards the earth and the torso is trying to come towards your legs. As you do that, you'll feel more in the inseam of both legs. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Find the lightness by pulling the navel in and the tailbone to the sky. Exhale, release the toes, hands to the earth. Inhale, half rise and wide leg. Turn and pivot to the front of the mat. Bring the back foot to meet the front foot. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Hands touch, gaze at the thumbs. And we're going to come right back down. Exhale through the central channel. Find the lightness by pulling in on the navel. Rising downward. Good. Woof. Bend, root those palms down. Bend the knees and take your chest a little bit forward. Good. Inhale here, and on the exhale, float the legs back, pulling in on the bandhas and letting your chest rise through the windows of the arms into plank. Good. Exhale, chaturanga. This time all the way onto the belly. Bring your forehead to the mat. and bringing the hands alongside the mat. The hands palm upwards are going to go right under the hip bones. And make sure your thumb and your pointer finger are touching. The other fingers can be farther apart. Now press into the forehead. Press the pubic bone into the hands. Pull in your bandhas, navel to spine. Pelvic floor is pulled up. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and then widen across the chest like we've been doing all along. Keep all of those things going. Traction the tailbone towards the heels. Now lift the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale it back down. Inhale, do the same thing. Pull up on the bandhas. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale it back down. Good. One more time with the right. Up to the sky. Exhale down. One more with the left. Up to the sky. Exhale down. Release the hands. Frame the ribs. Inhale, coming back up through high cobra. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet because you're going to move, move, move now, yogis. So bring yourself into stillness. Let the feet be hip distance apart. Press away from the hands, pull the navel to spine. Let your tailbone come towards the sky. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Next inhale, three-legged dog, rise the right leg up to the sky with the internal rotation, toes are down. Exhale, knee to knee. Look forward to the hands, inhale, and bring your right leg forward. And right away, you're coming back up into high crescent, Chandrasana. Good. Find that alignment that you need, nice balance. And then exhale back down and bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Right away, we're going to do it again. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, keep it going this time all the way to the front. Inhale into Chandrasana. Exhale, fold, hands are down. Back to downward facing dog. One more time, you can do it. Inhale, right leg rise. Exhale, bring it through into the front. Rise, Chandrasana. Good job. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, you know what comes next. Bring that front leg back and find yourself in a plank. Good. Inhale forward, exhale, chaturanga. Coming back into that lotus position, forehead on the earth. Hands underneath the sacrum, underneath the hips. Bring the thumb to the index finger. Good. Engage the pelvic floor and Uddiyana, navel to spine. Press the pubic bone into the hands. Lengthen the tailbone towards the feet. You can feel your feet reaching back further. Bring the shoulders away from the ears, widen across the chest. This time we're going to do 3 times and hold. Right leg rise. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Inhale it up and hold that leg up. Keep pushing and holding onto the bandhas. 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Switching to left leg. Inhale, lift the left leg off the earth. The thigh is off. Toes point towards the end of the mat. Exhale down. Press into the pubic bone. Engage your bandhas. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale down. This time I'm going to hold it. So inhale, left leg up and hold the thigh off the ground. Hold that leg. Keep your bandhas engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the hands beside. Frame the ribs. Elbows back. Inhale, up, high cobra. Tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. We need a bit of a break. Bend the knees lots. Look towards the hands. Inhale, hop yourself forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, half fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to come up into a chair from this position. Bend the knees lots. Let the hips come backward. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, rise, lifting upward into chair. So this is also called fierce pose, but also in some circles, it's known as awkward pose. Now you know why it feels awkward sometimes. So in this pose, just 3 cheese. Exhale and bring the hands all the way back, palms to the sky. Inhale, navel to spine, lifting up, widen through the chest. Exhale, nice and slow, palms to the sky. Inhale, up. Good. This time, lift up onto the left leg, cross the right leg over top, bring the arms out to the side into a T, and exhale. The hands actually in Anjali and sit with eagle legs and Anjali hands. Good. Then inhale up. Exhale, sit back down to your chair with wide shoulders. Good. Reestablish yourself. Widen through the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the left leg up, cross it over the right. Exhale the hands into Anjali, holding eagle, point your toe down, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, come all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, float yourself down through the central channel, folding into Uttanasana. Take a moment here. Inhale, hands to shins, half fold. Exhale, fold. Now root those palms down. Bend your knees. Lean your chest past the knees a little bit. Engage the bandhas. Inhale again. And exhale, float the legs back into plank. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Coming into stillness, find your full expression of downward facing dog. Push away from the hands, pull the navel to spine. Keep the top of the shoulder bones, the top of the arm bone into the shoulder, and raise your tailbone towards where the ceiling and wall meet. Good. Inhale that left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to knee. Look at the hands and inhale it forward. Exhale here, rise into Ashtachandrasana, high crescent lunge. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale it all the way forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, fold. Downward dog. Last one. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, forward. Inhale, Ashtachandrasana. Pull the navel to spine. Tuck your tailbone under. Little sink here. Find the beauty of this pose. And then exhale, fold. Find yourself into plank position. Inhale forward, your last chaturanga. Exhale all the way down. Now your choice. If you want to try locust with both legs up, bring your forehead to the earth. Hands underneath the hip bones, palms up, thumb and index finger touching each other. Lengthen and traction the tailbone to the back. Pull up on the pelvic floor, navel to spine, shoulders away from the ears, and lengthen across the shoulder blades. Now keeping that in, inhale here, lift both thighs off the earth. Exhale them back down. Let's do the same thing, start over again. Push the pelvis into the palms, forehead to the earth, engage the bandhas, traction the spine. Inhale, lift the legs up. This time hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Good. Take a little prostration here. Either hands underneath one cheek or the other, or extend your arms in front with the palms up into a receiving pranam. And just take a couple of breaths here in this prone position. Letting the body rest. Good. And then hands are going to come beside you with the elbows pointed back. Inhale and push yourself up through table. Exhale all the way back down into child's pose. Good. Bring the hands behind you, palms up. And just let your body rest here. You're going to feel a lot of action going on in your lower back because it's rejuvenating itself. So the locust pose that was our peak pose, Salabhanasana, is all about strengthening your spine. Inhale to the nose and exhale. Good, then coming upward, plant the hands farther up, tuck the toes under, inhale gently into downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch and push away from the hands, pull the navel to spine. Inhale that right leg to the sky, parallel, then lift the foot out to the side, lift the knee skyward, drop the foot behind your left hip, look under the right arm, finding three-legged dog with a scorpion tail. Then exhale, extend that leg behind, bring knee to knee first, and keep that knee coming forward and take the right knee just behind the right wrist, letting your right leg come across the front of the mat widthwise with a little bend in the foot, and then tick-tock with your left toes, bringing your left leg back, coming in to Pigeon Pose. Staying upward first, traction, put the shoulders away from the ears and lengthen from the tailbone to the crown. You may stay here or exhale, let the forearms come down, let the head rest on the hands and find sleeping swan. Now remember, the stability in this pose is with the hands, the left leg, the right leg, but we can still have lightness. So ask yourself, how do I create lightness in Pigeon Pose, Kapotasana? One that sometimes feels a little discomforting at the beginning, but feels better. Maybe it's with your breath. Find the position parts that need to let go a little bit more. Relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your right hip and the glutes. You're supported here, so be light in the hip. Your stability is with your forearms and your elbows and your opposite leg. Relax into the pose and let your hip create the spaciousness that it likes. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Next, inhale, press the hands to the mat and slowly straighten the arms, coming back into that pigeon position, tucking the left toes under, lift up and exhale, downward facing dog. Gently, gently walk out the feet because the right leg is going to feel a little bit stiff behind the knee, more on some of us than others. And then come into stillness, big toes touch, exhale, push away from the hands. Pull the navel to spine. Inhale, lift that left leg skyward, toes down. Take the foot out to the side. Inhale, the knee to the sky. The left foot behind the right hip, looking under the left underarm. Push away from the hands and hold. Then exhale, bring the knee down, knee to knee, and keep your left knee coming forward and plant it just behind your left wrist with the leg across the mat and a little bend in your foot to protect the knee. Then use your right toes to tick-tock the other leg back with the knee facing down. Untuck the toes, press up into the hands, and just relax here first. Let your hips find that position of ease and steadiness first. We're always in a hurry to go down, but this is actually the pigeon pose. This is where your hips are really finding the benefits of the pose. Then exhale if you want to, coming down onto your forearms into sleeping swan, taking the forehead to the hands, keeping the weight of the body in the middle of your left lower leg. Relax your abdominals here. Supported by your right leg, both of your forearms and your head. Breathe into your left hip and relax the muscles. Find that lightness in this position of stability. Find it with the breath. Find it with relaxing muscles that aren't being used. Focus on your inhales and exhales. Good. The next inhale, reverse your posture. Take your hands to the mat and slowly straighten the arms, coming back up into that pigeon. Stay there for a moment, no rushing. And then when you're ready, slowly roll onto your left hip and extend both feet out in front of you. Bringing the feet out a little bit farther and taking your hands underneath the thighs. Slowly exhale yourself down towards the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Once you're there, bring those feet closer towards your buttocks. See if you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Coming into a bridge position. Plant the feet, plant the hands, and push into the hands. Now inhale, focus on the knees. Lift the knees and push the knees forward. As you do that, lengthen from the hip to the knee. Then raise your pelvis towards the sky. As it raises, then lift your clavicles to the collarbones to the sky and take the chin closer to the chest. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Push into the feet and watch your pelvis come up a little higher and think of lengthening from the hip down along the front of the thighs to the knees. Option here to grasp, interlace your hands underneath the body, roll one shoulder at a time underneath. And once you're there, you can have more elevation. Push into the feet. Keep your knees facing forward. Inhale and then exhale. And on the exhale, you'll get a tiny bit of loft. Now exhale, slowly come back down. Loosen the hands. Bring the shoulders back untucked. And let yourself come down one vertebrae at a time from your shoulder blades. Down through your thoracic spine. Nice and slow and controlled. Then let yourself roll over the lumbar spine and let your pelvis come forward. Then rest in a resting position. Now you're going to need to lift your shoulder blades off the mat, put them down, lift your head and put it down because it gets scrunched up. Good job, yogis. Extend your left leg long onto your mat. Like take your left hand and place it on the outside of your right knee. And their right hand is going to be alongside the right palm down. And then exhale, slowly roll to the left, moving your knee across with your left hand, keeping your gaze in the same direction. And then relax through the belly here. Knee down, side twist. Just relax into the pose. And again, yogis, in your body, you know what needs to move in this position. Is there something that's not moving that maybe just in habit we stop moving it? Maybe it's around at the navel, maybe it's at the waistline, maybe it's nothing, but focus on your anatomy and your body and see what needs to move and send your breath there. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Option to switch to the cat pulling its tail if you like. You bend your bottom leg, your right leg towards the buttock, and you grab the top of your foot with your right hand. And as you pull that leg towards you, you're still pulling your left thigh with your left hand. So you're a cat pulling its tail. Don't know that I've seen a cat do this, but that is what it's called in yin yoga. One more breath here. And if you've got your foot, exhale, release it and extend the leg long. And then in either position, just slowly roll your right leg up. Come back into that starting position and extend your right leg long. Inhale, extend your left leg, bring it towards you. And place your left hand out to the side, palm down. Right hand, palm against the outside of your left thigh. Exhale, roll over onto your right side, bringing that knee towards the floor. Holding here and relaxing. Keeping the gaze in the same direction as the twist. Relaxing here. This is a good ringer outer for all the toxins. Twisting at the waist and across the torso. Getting rid of toxins that we don't need. Inhale through the nose and exhale. As in the other side, if you want, bend your right leg and grab that foot with your left hand on the top of the foot and keep your right hand on top of the outside of your left thigh, coming into cat, pulling its tail. Only if it feels like your body likes that. And then just take a couple of breaths in this position. And when you're ready, let go of the foot. If you've done that, straighten out your right leg. Slowly roll back onto your back. And then take one knee at a time into the chest, wrapping your hands around the shins, just a straight Uttanasana, so no rocking. Just inhale through the nose and exhale. Feel the weight of the legs compressing the back, just resting in this position. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Gravity is doing the work. Release the hands and place each hand on top of its respective knee and let the knees come a little bit forward so you're touching the back of your sacrum close to the tailbone. And then little circles, draw them with your knees. Just move the knees in one direction in a circular motion. And then when you're ready, come into stillness, go the opposite way. Just massaging the lower back, giving it some love. Then coming into stillness in this position, extend your hands alongside, palms down, and inhale to legs up a wall, letting both your legs come to the sky. Let them fall a little bit forward so you feel the stacking effect. Ankle over knee, over hips, compressing the lower back into the earth. Option number 2, inhale the arms overhead, flatten the hands so they're like the soles of your feet. Lift your shoulder blades off the mat, let them compress back down like bean bags. And let them rest. Feel those 4 points, each shoulder blade, the back of each hip. Relax through the abdominals. This is a great restorative posture to reverse the blood flow. Now paddle your feet, flex and point, pumping any lymph from the lower leg back towards the abdominal cavity where a major lymph node is. Holding, and then exhale, bend the knees towards the elbows and let them touch. Coming into happy baby, let the hands grab the outside of the foot or the outside of the shin and gently rock side to side. The knees coming towards the earth, gently rocking in happy baby. Good, then coming into stillness, release the hands, bring the ankles and knees together and slowly lower your feet to the earth. Bringing the knees and the feet together, bring the hands to the hip bones and exhale slowly, letting soles touch, knees come open into Supta Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Now play with this for a little bit and rock your pelvis from side to side using the hands like the edges of your pelvis is a bowl. And then come into stillness. And once you're there, exhale and let the muscles relax and release. Feel the engagement of the back of the sacrum, a little bit of the tailbone maybe. And just let your hips open gently. Inhale through the nose and exhale. And now slowly release the hands underneath the thighs or the side. Bring your knees slowly together and extend one leg out in front at a time. Just let your knees and ankles touch first, and you'll notice because of the type of class we did with the pelvis today, that leg length should be fairly even. And exhale, let the feet fall open. And you can pick your choice of arm position. Arms down at the side, palms up, or arms out into gate arms, doing a little bit of a hard opener here. Listen to your body and pick your Shavasana. And bring your focus inward. You're going to have a nice long Shavasana tonight. Well deserved. Focus on the heart space. And focus on each individual chakra tonight. We used 6 in our postures. The root chakra, the bottom of your tailbone area, the sacral chakra between the 2 hip bones below the navel, your solar plexus above the navel, your heart chakra, the center of your chest, your throat chakra at the throat, your third eye chakra between the brows and the crown of your head. Feel that balance of your energy line as you breathe in and out. Feel that strength and spaciousness of your back body, your spine. Feel the strength you developed in your practice tonight. While you're relaxing on your back, visualize the facets in the back of the spine just relaxing like they were dominoes, just falling into place without all that pressure of gravity and compression on the spine. Your discs between the vertebrae are now at rest. They crawl up inside kind of like a snail goes into its shell when you sleep. And that's why it's important, if you're not a back sleeper, to try and spend some time each night in this position of Shavasana. They do a big job all day, so let them rest at night. And do the same for yourself. Life is busy. Give yourself time to come inward and just be. 3 more breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling. And again, one more time, notice the lightness as you breathe in and the stability of your body against the back of your mat. And remember that Locust Salambhasana teaches us that. So through your life, when you're stable, you can still be light about things. And that just means also with our emotions. Find time to smile and find time to laugh. Last inhale, take an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Next inhale, take the hands overhead, stretching the fingers in one direction and the toes in the other direction. And really appreciate the spaciousness in your spine. And then when you're ready, exhale the hands back overhead, bringing both of your knees inward towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins and rocking from side to side. And make a choice here whether you would like to roll onto your side into side lying for a moment and just recover before you transition into seated. Or you can cross your feet and roll forward into seated. Whatever way you come, find yourself in easy pose when you're ready. Hands resting on the thighs. Really relax through the abdominals and the sacral area and feel how heavy those sit bones are, because you've relaxed all the muscles all around there. They've all come back into balance. Pull the navel gently to spine, the chin in line with the chest. We'll take 2 breaths together as a yoga community. Release the hands to the side and inhale them gently overhead, palms to the sky. Exhale through the mouth and gently let your arms cascade downward, the shoulders away from the ears. One more time. Inhale them all the way up, joining the palms. Exhale them all the way through the center of the channel, letting the thumbs rest on the sternum, bowing your head towards your chest, the mind towards the heart in gratitude. Pick one thing that you're super grateful for at this very moment and hold it in your heart space and paint it a beautiful pale green and add a splash of pink. Thank you for joining me tonight in this yoga practice. Have a wonderful next 3 days. Namaste.